Hey, welcome back. Today I think I have a somewhat interesting topic. It's interesting for me anyway. I get a lot of my ideas for how to what videos I should do based off of what's just happening at the time and what I experienced and just whatever's going on right now, right? That makes the most sense, right? Well, I've been working with a lot of for sale by owners recently, and I hear the craziest things out there, and I thought, I should do a video on this because I really feel that there's a lot of misunderstanding about how a realtor can help you sell your home. So this video is going to be about don't FSBO, hire a realtor.
Are you listening? Damn. Yeah.
Let's do it. Okay, so here's just a couple of things I've heard just this week about why someone doesn't want to use a realtor to sell their home. There isn't as much work when you're selling. You just put it on the market, and that's really all you do. I can understand why I would use a realtor when I'm buying because they have to show me houses and stuff. But when I'm selling, I could just do that myself. It's not that hard. Not kidding you. Okay, next thing was I got my price from Zillow. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's really bad. I don't want to pay a commission. That's a common thing. I hear that. I've heard that for the 11 years I've been a realtor. I don't want to pay a commission. I'm going to tell you why that's a bad idea in a minute. And the one that I actually feel is very valid is I've had some really bad experiences with a realtor. Yeah, we're not all created equal. That's why you have to do some research and investigation. So let's go into the ways that a realtor can help you get your home sold and how I can debunk all of these things that I just told you and why it's important to at least have the conversation with an experienced realtor. You will hear this over and over and over again when I am talking to people and I'm on these videos and I'm saying this. Experience matters. Experience matters. If you are hiring someone who does not have experience, someone who just got their license, someone who only sells a couple houses a year, that does not count. You need someone active in the market. You need someone that has years of experience. You need someone selling homes, lots of homes, not 100 homes. Those, you don't want to do those either. A considerable amount, 20 to 50 homes is not unreasonable. So find out what they're selling and go off of that. Next, okay, so where do I start? I'm going to kind of go off of what I do as a realtor. And if you're in my area, call me. I would love to talk to you about this in more detail. If you're not in my area, you can still call me and I can help you find a fantastic realtor. But use this as a guide as to what you should expect from the agent that is working for you. Okay? You may have seen my dog's tail. Let me just go ahead and call her. Come here, Pepper. Come here. Come here. Oh, she's so cute, right? Mm-hmm. My girl. So might as well show you my little girl here since she's roaming around. Anyways, she needs a haircut. She's getting one next week. Sorry, let me get back on track here. So, if you see the tail, now you know what the dog looks like. So one of the things I do, I spend a lot of time with my customers in the pre-planning stage. Have you ever heard that saying, your first impression is your best impression? It's true in real estate too. It's so true because when you first go on the market, you're going to get the most activity. After that first, depending on what season and how the market is, but right now, if it's the first, I'd say less than 2 to 3 weeks, you're going to get the most activity. After that, it's going to go down. And if you are not putting your best foot forward the first time, then you're not doing yourself any favors by doing that. Okay, so we're going to spend a lot of time getting your house ready. What does that mean? So that means we're going to do walkthroughs of your home. We are going to stage your home. We are going to take professional photos of your home. We are going to make recommendations for repairs for your home. And I bet all of you are thinking, oh man, that sounds kind of expensive. I can't afford that. I don't have no money to stage. Doesn't that cost like thousands of dollars? Yes, it does actually, but not with our team. So with how we do things, and you want again a team, a realtor that is going to provide services for you. So this is some of the things that we do. We actually have an entire trailer that we have full of staging furniture that we will like literally take into our customer's house and we'll stage it. That's if it's vacant. Now, a lot of people say, well, staging just means like bringing in furniture, hiring a company, paying thousands of dollars. No. Let's back up a little bit because that's not staging, or that's not the only way to stage. Well, when we sold our house last year, and many people, they live in their home, right? So you're already got furniture there, you're living there, you're going to be living there until you sell the house. So you need to take the items that are in your house and make them work for you. So when we were selling our house, we lived very, very differently than how we sold our home. When we sold our home, everything was neat, it was pretty, it was uncluttered. A lot of the stuff that we left on the counters and throughout their home on a regular basis, like keeping our toothbrush on the bathroom sink, that kind of stuff got put up. And that's the kind of things that we do when we're staging. A lot of times, a lot of people are decluttering, and what I tell people is I'm like, just think of it as pre-packing. Take the stuff that you're not going to be regularly using right now, and let's go ahead and pack it up and, put it, in the garage, or, if you have a lot of stuff, sometimes you might need to go ahead and rent a storage unit, or just put it somewhere that it's not as obvious. So there's a lot of different ways to stage a home. Additionally, as you might see on one of my other videos, I really want to be involved before you start hiring contractors and doing major renovation and repairs to your home, even something as simple as painting. I can't tell you how many times someone says, I painted my house to get it ready for the market. And I'm like, where did you find this color? It's terrible. I'm thinking that in my head. I can't say that, but it's what I'm thinking. So I'm like, wow, this is great. You did us no favors by painting that house that color. So getting us in there at the very beginning to, guide on what you need to have done, like what you need to do for renovations and repairs and stuff like that, what you need to do to get your house ready for pictures and for showings. And not only that, but creating a showing plan, because ultimately what's going to happen is somebody's going to want to see your home last minute. Hey, we put 24 hours on there, but they just called me and they forgot to schedule an appointment. Can they come look at your house in like 10 minutes? What are you going to do? Do you have a plan for that? Let's see. Okay, so that pre-planning stage, I personally, when I'm listing homes, I spend a lot of time working in that specific area so that you're prepared when you go to sell your home. Additionally, what happens, where are you moving? Like, have you planned for that? Do you have a plan? Do you have vendors? Do you have resources for moving companies? Do you have resources for finding an agent where you're moving to if you're moving out of the area? How long is it going to take you to find a house in our area if you're staying local? What do you do if you sell your home and you haven't found one yet? Like, there's a lot of questions, right? So that's part of what pre-planning goes into. I also want to make sure that my customers aren't going to be homeless when their house sells and it's closing within the first 30 days of them putting it on the market, because that's scary as well. So Pre-planning is huge for us. Next, going into pricing, I'm going to just say this. Zillow is not accurate. It's not. I'm sorry. Your estimate is likely off. It has gotten better over the last few years. I'm going to say it has gotten a lot better, but it's still not very accurate. Do not price your home based off of Zillow. Do not set your expectations with Zillow. But pricing your home is one of the most critical aspects of selling a home. A skilled, experienced realtor can help and provide you with a market analysis, taking into account the different factors such as comparable sales, current market conditions, and the unique features that make your property your home, right? By doing this, you will ensure that your home is priced competitively and attractively, maximizing the chances of selling it quickly and for top dollar. So basically, if you're pricing your home at $450 and the home is only worth $400, the people who are buying your home are not, or the people that would buy your home are not even going to see it because you've priced yourself out of what your buyer is searching in. Their search results are only going up to maybe $410, and you just priced your home at $450. They're not even going to see it in the search results. So you've just completely missed your buyer. Additionally, I've seen a couple of things with the Zestimates out there with the automated values. And don't get me wrong, like I use, for customers, I use automated values as a quick like go-to, like, hey, here's just a quick idea of like what your home is probably worth. But when we're listing your home for sale, we don't use those. No, I individually go one by one through all the pictures of all the houses that are comparable to yours, and I compare them. I say, how does this house compare to the house that we're going to be selling? And I make adjustments based off of that. It's much, much more detailed than what any of the automated values could ever get. So I've seen a couple of problems with the automated values. Either they're pricing it way too high, way too low. What happens when you price way too low? You lose out on money. What happens when you price it way too high? You lose out on money that could have been in your pocket. Why do you lose out on money if you price it way too high? Well, you're going to probably drop the price and keep dropping the price and keep dropping the price. And it's been on the market for like 60 days. And I already just told y'all that when you first go on the market, that's when you're going to get your most buyers. So when you overprice, you're going to miss your buyer and you're going to end up probably selling it for less than what you would have if you just had priced it right the first time. Okay? So just keep that in mind. Marketing and exposure. I know a lot of people don't understand this, but a realtor can definitely get you more exposure than you could ever get on your own. We have, I know our company personally, we have so many tools that enhance your home, get it out there to a wider audience, and we're able to showcase your property to so many potential buyers. Doing this, we include professional photos, virtual tours, to all the popular real estate websites, social media platforms, other realtors. So the top two sources for where buyers found their home was internet and other realtors. Everything else is less than 10% of where buyers find their homes. So with that being said, we focus on those things. We focus on your online activity and other agents, and that's what we can provide when you're working with a realtor, is that exposure that you just simply cannot get on your own. Okay, so next, negotiation skills. I mean, come on, this one's simple. I feel like a lot of people feel like, oh yeah, whatever, just negotiation, not that big of a deal. No, it's huge. How many homes have you sold? I mean, I sold like 37 homes last year, and that's how we averaged several years here now. I've done this 37 times, helping buyers and sellers sell their home. So we're very familiar with how to negotiate. Realtors are skilled negotiators who can represent the best interests of the parties involved. They can handle the buyer inquiries and the counter offers, and they can ensure that you're getting the best terms for you. It's complex. There's a lot that goes into it, and a lot of people just think it comes down to price. It's not true. There's so many other things that go into it. For example, we buy and renovate homes. We rehab homes. I don't like the word flip because it feels cheap, and that's not what we do. We truly rehabilitate homes, in my opinion, anyway. So there is FHA rules on. FHA is a type of financing out there that's backed by the government. And they have rules against this. I think it's like 90 days. So we would have to hold the home for 90 days before we can sell it to an FHA buyer. There's also, if you're selling a condo, FHA has rules against that as well. And there's a lot of the condo associations here in Alachua County that don't even qualify for FHA financing. So these are the type of things that, as an experienced realtor, we know these things. So we know this in advance, and we can prevent a lot of problems before they even happen just by having experience. So if I had bought a house and renovated it, and we're pretty fast at this now because we have excellent contractors and amazing teams that will, get homes done pretty quickly. So sometimes we only hold our homes for 30 or 45 days. So if we get an offer that's an FHA offer, I know that we don't want to accept that offer. We can't, because they're not going to allow them to buy it. So not until we hit 90 days of ownership. So there's those things like that, that just being an experienced realtor, you get to know. Like, it's just not out there readily available. It's not something you would think about to even look up. So just making sure that you're accepting terms that are favorable to you and that will get you the most money for your home, and will also get you to the closing table. So it's not just like, hey, I got a great offer on my house. No, we actually want to get you to the closing table, right? So we can market your home, we can get all these great photos, we can get all these great offers, but if we don't get to closing, does it even matter? No, not really. So again, kind of touching on that, I kind of already have this on my list, but, we can streamline the process for you, and offer guidance. So there's so many tasks and people involved in the real estate transaction that's what I feel like we are. I feel like we're the center, and like we just get all these strings coming out from us, and we're like trying to bring them all together to the closing table on the day that we're supposed to be closing. So we are coordinating everything, the paperwork, the showings, the inspections, the lenders, the title company, the appraiser, like all the people who are involved. We take care of all of that and really make sure that, again, we're getting to the closing table, which is the goal. That's where we want to go. Again, like I said before, my last or my second to last on the list here, networking and resources. As a realtor, I know so many people. I've been doing this for 11 years now. So I know great vendors. I know other realtors. I know who the great lenders are. So I know who the bad lenders are. let's mention that. So I'm able to give you my guidance on these things, and experienced realtors can do that. So when you're, accepting an offer in your home, and I'm not going to say names because that would be wrong, but it's XYZ huge online lending company. I'm going to say, yeah, every house that I've ever sold that had brought a buyer with that lender, it always closes late, or they don't close at all and they have to go to a different lender. So, I tell you that up front, you know what to expect. Or another, even a local lender that we have here, I love them to death. They have great products, but they always close late. I've never seen them close on time ever. That's the kind of stuff that's important to know when you're accepting the contracts, right? So it's not to say that you won't accept the offer, but it is to say that we can expect that you're not going to close on the closing date that we have on our contract. So that's the kind of stuff that having experienced realtor can help you with. Also, a lot of people don't think about this, but support after the sale. So even after we have closed your home and you think we're done, we can still offer a lot of assistance for you. We help with like the transition process, moving, transferring utilities, any of the necessary tasks that are going on. If you are buying another home, or you need something and you moved into another home, we are there for you to help you. Like your air conditioning quit working, call me. I can help you with that. I have the resources. I know the people. Okay. So, even if, what prompted this conversation was I've been talking to a lot of, unrepresented sellers, or for sale by owners. And, some of them have moved out, already, and they're living in another home. That's okay. You didn't have to buy your home with me for me to provide my resources for you and to help you out here. So, I like developing long-term relationships with my customers. This is not just about selling your home. This is about providing a lifelong friendship, a lifelong resource for you, because I'm doing it every single day. I'm out here. I'm seeing the houses that are for sale. I'm seeing the vendors. I'm seeing the work that they're doing, the quality that they're providing. I'm seeing all the things, okay? So I love to save money. I do. I really do. But I truly have never seen someone actually save money when they go it alone. They may think they have, but I've done this before too, where I'm working with a buyer who actually did sell their home, and they sold it, unrepresented or as a for sale by owner. And I go back and look, and I'm like, man, they sold their house for like $400, and it should have been listed for like $465. Yeah, they sold it, and they sold it quick, but they lost a lot of money, and they left a lot of money on the table that they could have sold their home for more. So even if you do sell the home successfully, you got to the closing table successfully, they could have taken a sizable amount of money their home was worth. It's not saying that they were overpricing it, but it was worth that. It was worth more. And, they went off an automated value because they thought that's what the house was worth. So, I want more so than anything to help people. I want to make sure people don't lose money, get into a bad situation, a bad contract. I want to make sure that you're not, overspending on repairs, doing the wrong repairs, those kind of things. I really want to help people through the process of buying and selling a home. And that's what I love doing. I came from the healthcare world, so helping people is kind of like in my blood. So I love doing this. So if you have a home to sell and you live in Alachua County, call me. We can meet and discuss it. If not, call me anyway, because I can still help you find a good agent in your area. Anyway, that's all I got for today. I hope you found some value out of this video, and you can at least understand a little bit better now of how a realtor can help you get your home sold.